Hey y'all, I'm chuckling because you'll see in a minute. But I have refreshed my breasts, and I don't know what possessed me to like make them so tight at the base. But yeah, I braided them very tight at the base and then twisted the bottoms. My twists are very juicy and soft and luscious. This is a couple days after I did the no water wash, no rinse wash day routine. And so I'm back and I'm putting beads in my hair. But now this is my wrist. But look at the shrinkage. I mean, you got, y'all. See, this is why I love the beads. Sometimes, and for the longest, I wanted my hair. I liked my hair like above my shoulders, and I would do everything I could to kind of keep it there. But when you want the length, when you want to just play with your length, man, like the beads is where it's at. I mean, can you believe the shrinkage? 500 times, y'all. 500. So anyway, I said I was gonna come back on to bead, and that's what I'm doing. So what I'm working with is a combination of wood, cowrie shells, glass, and acrylic beads. I get my beads from everywhere. In fact, I'm thinking about making myself some beads. And I'm using the beater. The beater. Yeah, I'm using one of those. I've done a DIY beater with a piece of like random wire or even a hairpin before. And I'm putting these on. These are going to be kind of lightweight because I don't want the hair to fall to the front this time. I kind of braided or bristed my hair like towards the back area, going towards the back so that it wouldn't be in my face. And I just didn't want it falling forward. I kind of like when hair is just kind of smoothed back sometimes. And I'm going to secure these on with the little rubber bands. Y'all know these old school rubber bands. For the longest, I'm an old school natural hair YouTuber. I've been back to natural. I say back to natural because I was born natural. But I've been back to natural since 2003. No, 2000. Yeah, 2003, May of 2003. And there was a lot of things that I wasn't doing to cultivate my hair. I was like, no shampoos. Like the shampoo is so drying and harsh. So I was like, no shampoos. And I was natural before co-washes came out. The co-washes were invented because they were watching us on YouTube. They were watching the natural hair community on YouTube wash and cleanse our hair with a conditioner, with lots of slip. And that's how I was. These doggone rubber bands, they're pretty old, so it makes sense that they would pop easily. I need to get some more. Yeah, so there were a lot of things I was not doing. I was definitely not greasing my scalp with Vaseline. And don't get it twisted. My mother used to grease my scalp with Vaseline. I thought Vaseline was hair grease. And if you had the green or blue stuff, then you had some money. So I don't know, how is this going to feel hanging down like this? I don't know. I'll deal with it. Anyway, and so I also was not, I repeat, I was not putting rubber bands in my hair. I grew up getting rubber bands put in my hair. My hair with the rubber bands and Vaseline and the shampooing. And when I was coming up, there was no conditioner. They claimed that there was shampoo conditioner or shampoo with conditioner in it. That was a lie. My hair would be straw-like, and my mother would have to go through the pains of detangling my hair, and I would have to go through the pains of her detangling my hair. And she was using a bristle brush, a wet bristle brush. That was another thing that was against all the rules of growing out your natural hair long. The one thing that I did go back to doing was using rubber bands on my hair, and that's only for when I'm wearing brists and beads. What is this? Is this my hair? Child, my gray hair sticking out. It's like, excuse you, you need to like step in place with all the rest. But anyway, so I'm just doing that with the cowrie shell. And see, I got wood, acrylic, and the shell here. Yeah, so I do that, and my thing is I will, dust the ends if necessary and all, but I just did not want to no longer not be. Does that make sense? I didn't want to no longer not be wearing my breast in braids. And the only way I could think, and I wasn't going to put aluminum foil at the end of my hair. Growing up, we used aluminum foil at the end of our beads to keep the beads in place, child. No. We're not doing that. I'm not doing that. Unless somebody comes out with a really cute and snazzy way to do it, she is not going there. And the glass beads that I use are, this you can barely see it, are the here we go, the Pandora style beads from the craft store. And since this is the color scheme, I'm going for like mostly blonde and browns this time. That's what we're going with. That's what we're doing. I had to take my glasses off, and I can't even remember what order I was going to put these on. Well, we know the Carvey shell is going to go on first because it's going to be at the bottom, and then we're going to do we're going to go with, okay, we're going to do this sparkling acrylic pave style bead, all from the craft store. The craft store was going out of business, and I went up there and they had a ton of these, like 5 for 2 cents. It was it was a crazy deal, and I was like, I cannot leave this here. And I knew I wasn't gonna make bracelets, but the first thing I think about, which is usually the first thing I think about, how can I use this stuff in my hair? There's some other things that I have ideas on, but I also use sterling silver beads, brass beads, bone, as you know, shells, wood. I got plastic. I use plastic, and I'm gonna make some. I keep saying that, and I started making them, but starting ain't finishing, honey. So that's what I have to focus on, finishing that project. Okay, and one last one. But you see how the length, and the beads aren't adding length. Okay, so the Carvey shell is long here, but I'm also tucking my hair up. So you only talking about maybe an eighth of an inch more. So yeah, I'm like, let me have some of my length. But yes, I just love, let me make sure. And these are not necessarily in any order, but for some reason I was getting a little bit obsessive with putting the beads in order with this last 4. I wanted them to be kind of similar or close to it. Not exact, but same color scheme, and that's all good. But it's just, and this is a fun style, even if I'm just wearing 6 breasts, after washing my hair. You wash and plait your hair, and you want to kind of snazz it up a little bit. You might want to put on a little cute cap or hat over it. It's not really, your hair is done, but it's not done, but it really is done. Unless you're going somewhere like, a black tie affair, or you getting dressed up or something. The hair is dead. It's done. So yeah, and I also have fabric beads. I just took some of those out. I had a combination of acrylic wood looking, and very decorative and cute. I had fabric, and I had actual wood beads in my hair because I didn't want the loud clinking of the glass. When I was turning over in the bed and stuff, you could hear them clinking around. But you could still, it didn't make a difference. You could still hear the bees. The bees, honey. That's what I'm talking about. You want to be smelling like essential oils, and you want to sound like beads and bells just walking through the room. That's what I'm talking about. Sacred beauty and adornment, darling. And there we have it, y'all. This is the finished product. I sure hope I don't have none missing in the back. But that's it. I was like, nah, this is a whole different look than what it was. And you see how I could just throw it to the back, which is what I wanted. Now I just need some earrings and a little bit of oil or something. But yeah, if you all are doing this, to me, this is a hack. People are doing it, so it's not like it's brand new. And I've been doing it for quite a while myself. But I feel like any age can wear this, and you can look beautiful and stunning, exotic, the exotic beauty that you already are. You just, add some embellishments. You add some. I don't care. Even when my hair was up here, I was still wearing the braids and beads. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter like the length of your hair. There are just beautiful ways you can put the